Welcome to the Mystical Dream Studio.
Welcome, fellow fiends, back to the Mystical Dream Studio. I, once again, am your humble host, Madman McQueen. I swear, sometimes I think my tablets and phones are haunted. I keep getting ghosted. Oh well. Speaking of ghosts, as you may or may not know, this place used to be haunted by the ghost of a blonde woman. She kept going up on the roof. I finally asked her why, and she told me once that she heard that the booze was on the house. Then she and some of her closest school friends decided to try something fun. They thought it would be a good idea to haunt a gym. Problem was, they kept exercising themselves. Then they decided to try their hand at comedy, and they went to open mic night at a local haunted mansion. They got booed. But then tragedy befell them. They got lost in the fog one night. They're missed. Ghosts can be fun, but not all ghosts can be good, as the young woman in the story I'm about to tell you will find out for herself. But first, a word from our sponsor, Grimway's Scare Lines.
That's right, Madman. Grimway's Scare Lines, the official airline of the Lost Owls Islands, conveniently located between Miami, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico. Once you arrive, you can stay at the fabulous Barracuda Harbor Resort, where our courteous and professional staff will ensure your visit will be one you'll never forget. Remember to spend a relaxing afternoon at the Quicksand Springs Spa, followed by a refreshing repast at the Screaming Tarantula Tavern. Yes, folks, Grimway's Scare Lines will take you places you never dreamed possible. Book your next vacation today.
And remember, folks, mortal passengers are also welcome. After all, Grimways utilizes the absolute latest in biofuel technology, and I have a feeling you're just their type.
Grimway's Scare Lines, the only way to die.
And now, folks, on with the story. This frightful tale is entitled The House Next Door by William J.M. McQueen. Just be warned, however, this tale is a little more frightening than the others and may be unsuitable for small children, so please be careful who you let watch this video. That being said, let us begin. The House Next Door. Storm clouds rumbled over the city of angels and shrouded the evening hours in early darkness. Julie, an attractive young woman in her teens, nervously crept across her backyard toward the house next door. Jojo, her small Boston bulldog, decided to run into the creepy vacant property. The abandoned home had been falling into disrepair ever since the murder-suicide that took place nearly a year ago. It seemed to Julie to deteriorate much faster than normal. The Morales family that used to live there appeared to be happy and friendly, and they were kind and great neighbors. But the husband came home one night and said that he had to kill the shadow people that had gotten into his brain or driving him insane. He took a shotgun and killed his wife and children, then turned the gun on himself. The house had been slated for demolition ever since. The wind played with Julie's long black hair, and she hugged herself for warmth. It was not that cold outside, but her nervous fear gave her a chill. She hated that house next door. It gave her the creeps, so she always avoided going near it. Unfortunately, Jojo felt the need to run into that damned place that night, barking at something Julie could not see. "Jojo!" she shouted, hoping that the dog would come back. Julie did not want to walk any closer to that horrible building. "Jojo, where are you, you dumb dog?" Jojo was nowhere in sight, and her barking had stopped. It had suddenly become eerily quiet. Lightning flashed behind Julie, and the startled girl saw the shadows of 3 other people standing near her. With heart pounding, Julie whirled around. There was no one there. She was alone. Jojo came out of the abandoned home and stopped at the edge of the yard. "There you are!" Julie's heart was still pounding. "Come on, let's go home." Jojo began to growl and refused to go near her. Julie was troubled. "What's wrong, girl?" Jojo began barking at her in a frenetic sort of way, sending chills along Julie's spine. Another bolt of lightning flashed behind the girl, and she saw that the shadows were much closer to her now. Julie looked around and still could not see anything. The hairs on the back of her neck began to rise, and a feeling of fearful dread filled her stomach. She knew that there was something out there with her, something that she could not see. Could it be the shadow people the neighbor had talked about? Was it something worse? She did not want to stick around and find out. In a panic, Julie began to run back toward her own home. That was when they appeared. 3 tall, thin, and featureless people that looked to be made of living shadow mysteriously appeared and approached her. Julie froze in sheer terror as the shadows seized her. One of them grabbed her face around the mouth. Its wispy fingers trailed up her nostrils and touched her brain. Like a cancer, the shadow took root there. Then, just as suddenly as they had appeared, the shadow people vanished into the darkness. A shaking Julie stood there, alone in her yard. But there was something different about her. Something about her eyes. Jojo yelped in fear and ran away into the night. Julie stopped shaking and was unusually calm as she returned to her own home, making sure to grab a shovel on the way in. TV news the next morning told of 16-year-old Julie Sanchez, who murdered her parents and little brother with a shovel, then electrocuted herself with a hairdryer in the bathtub. The end. There you have it, friends. Ghosts can be fun and friendly, or they can be dark and disturbing. Next time you're out on a dark and stormy night and you see shadows around, look more carefully, because they may be closer than you think. Madman's tip for the day: always pay your exorcist, or you just may get repossessed. Until next time, folks, do as you imagine, and the stars shall light the way for your dreams. Meanwhile, comment down below. I would love to hear what you have to say. Like this video and subscribe to this channel and hit that little notification bell, because you don't know what's going to be coming your way, and things will be coming your way. Oh, will they be coming? Until next time, friends, farewell.